Why, Hasbro? Why do you have to make so many of your robot men so sexy? Look at him pose.
I love Thundercracker. I've always loved him, mostly because he was the Blue Jet, and I thought that was great, and I loved how his toy bio said that he kind of pitied humans. That made him interesting to me. And then IDW came along, and just made him the most interesting of the Seekers, and probably the Decepticons. Like, don't get me wrong, Cyclonus and Soundwave are always going to be my favorite Decepticons, but Thundercracker is a very close number 3. And I also just love that, of course he wants to write screenplays, of course he loves human culture, of course he has a pet dog, Buster. He is the best boy. He is the most wholesome boy. Which is why it's also so weird that he's always just so handsome. How can you be so flippant and yet so desirable, Thundercracker?
From the third wave of Transformers Siege, this is Thundercracker, and I gotta say, I remember when I saw the promo pics for this guy the first time, and him and Siege Soundwave specifically were the ones that were like, wow, I've collected for so long, and these are the figures that are finally going to be the ultimate examples. And even though I replaced the rest of my Earthrise Seekers, got rid of the Cybertronian versions, this guy I kept because I think he still captures the character way better than the Earthrise Thundercracker does. Just taking a closer look at Thundercracker, and I adore that head sculpt. I think that's the best Seeker head sculpt I've ever seen on a mass retail figure. And weirdly enough, Starscream didn't get that smirk, but Thundercracker did. And it fits so well. Moreover, I love the gray and blue, the contrast there. I don't like the shiny blue on Thundercracker, believe it or not. I like this flat gray because it reminds me of the cartoon more. And also these wings. Wow, these wings. So posable, so many different positions you can get them into. All of them so unique, interesting, and it makes it easier to put this guy on the shelf because you can always angle the wings apart. There's so many improvements on the Seeker design for this Thundercracker that just got overlooked for the Earthrise. Oh yeah, and how about the posability? Double jointed elbows, double jointed knees, those great wings that are on multiple joints, butterfly joints in the shoulders. Everything that you could think of on like a Marvel Legends is here. He even has the slightest bit of ab crunch. Why? Why does he have all these things? And the answer is because they could, and because he's not much to write home about in the vehicle mode. The transformation, for how finicky it is actually kind of interesting with all the twists and turns there are, and then it just stops. And don't get me wrong, this isn't a bad vehicle mode, it's just, after that robot mode being so spectacular, it's not quite the cherry that you'd like. That said, just look at these colors, they're so perfect, and I do love the shape of this guy, he's so much fun.